All right, fellas, on the FTR community, appreciate the feedback some of you guys are giving me that have more experience with these bikes and with the Metzler tires. But bike's 1 month old, has 1,500, just over 1,500 miles on it. And I did not check my tire pressure this morning. And I'm not sure if I hit anything on the highway like somebody else mentioned, but this is what the tire looks like. So it's really pretty much a brand new tire. I have a Buell Firebolt, the 2004, with a Michelins on it that have 6,000 miles on them, and I ride that bike pretty hard. And about the speeds that I was going on this one, I was going 90, 95 miles an hour on Interstate 25 headed south to Albuquerque. And tire blew out on me. I felt that first time I've ever had a rear tire blowout. So now I guess I got experience with that feeling of the bike pulling. It's kind of like wallowy with the rear of the bike kind of floating on the road sideways, back and forth. So I looked in my mirror, saw the white smoke, and I was like, well, crap, I guess that's the blowout. That's what a blowout feels like at 90 miles an hour on a motorcycle. So that's it right there. And you can see it's brand new. I mean, the bike's only 4 weeks old with 1,500 miles on it. I've never had a blowout on any bike before, but like I said, I have a Buell Firebolt, and I usually ride that one between 90 and 110 miles an hour when I'm on the interstate. And it's got 6,000 miles on it, and never had any issues with those Michelins. But then again, knock on wood, it could happen, I guess, with any tire. And I appreciate the feedback. So I guess these tires are rated like my Michelins for really high speeds. And I was guessing that they were. So front tire's okay. So again, I really appreciate everybody's feedback on here. Those of you that have experience with sport bikes and a lot of experience with the FTRs, the 19s, and now the 22s. So this is the 2022. So again, fellas, Espinosa here. Thank you, and we're waiting about an hour for the tow. Trying to get a hold of our Indian dealership in Albuquerque, see if somebody can open up, because they're usually not open till Tuesday. And I don't want to pay the extra money to have it stored for a couple of days. There's no way for me to get the bike myself to the Indian dealership. Well, fellas, I hope your Sunday's going better than mine. I was supposed to ride today about 200 or 300 miles. I guess it ain't gonna happen. Those of you with your FTRs out there riding today, stay safe, keep the rubber side down. Anybody in Sturgis, post some pictures if you got your FTRs down there in Sturgis. And with that, have a great Sunday. Espinosa out. Good morning, FTR community. Well, it's Tuesday, and waiting on Indian to come pick up the 2022. So I've looked it over, and I've looked at underneath the chassis, underneath the frame, and you know, folks are saying that I probably hit something on the highway, but I can't see any damage at all to the bike other than the tire. So that's underneath the swing arm. And there's the catalytic converter, no dents or anything. And here's the arm that holds the plate and the signal lights. And you can see there's no visible damage to that cheap plastic that they got right there as a splash guard. So again, this is where the pieces started coming off of the tire on the left side. And if I hit something on the highway that the tire picked up, it didn't kick it into any part of this brand new paint job on this swing arm. All I got is rubber debris from the tire disintegrating on the highway. Didn't crack or scratch my tail light at all. No scratch on the shock. I can't tell. I mean, the muffler, there's nothing. Of course, the right side stayed intact. So it looks like my rim sustained no damage, I hope. I can't tell right here. No, that's just dust. That's just dust right there. No scratch or anything. I'm filling all through the rim. Tires all cracked down here. So that's the opposite side. The worst of it is up here where it started falling apart. So I know a lot of you guys have a ton of experience with bikes. Some of you guys are working dealerships. Know about the tires and everything. But if Indian doesn't, or Metzler doesn't replace this tire under warranty, and they're going to have me pay for a tire, I am going to replace these Metzlers. Even though some of you guys swear by them, I'll lose confidence if they don't honor that tire with these Michelins that I have on my Buell. So there's my 2004 Firebolt. Same size tires as that Indian. And these are Michelins. And these tires have 6,000 miles on them. And I rode into Albuquerque today on this bike. I was doing about 100, 110 miles an hour on the Interstate 25. I am due for a tire change on these. And it's actually going into the shop tomorrow to get the tires replaced. And just have my bike looked over because it hasn't been looked over in a year. So if Indian and Metzler don't warranty that tire, and they're going to have me pay for a rear tire, I'm just going to pay for 2 tires and get 2 Michelins. Same ones that are on this bike. So hopefully Indian and or Metzler or both will honor this and replace that tire for free. If not, like I said, I'm going to go with Michelin's. Alright, so I'm over here in Albuquerque, my brother-in-law's house, who was kind enough to take care of my bike for me for the past 2 days. Hope you all had a great weekend, and wish me luck now at the waiting on the Indian to come pick up the bike. Wish me luck that they'll honor this tire, because I can't tell. I'd have known if I'd have run something over. I took the same dadgum route back down here to Albuquerque from northern New Mexico. And we don't have the best interstates, but it's pretty darn clean. And I'd have known if I'd have hit debris. If any of you guys have ever been on the highway, you know when you hit something on the road. And I didn't hit anything. The road was clear. It was early morning. But you never know. Like I said, wish me luck, and with that, Espinosa out. Alright, fellow FTR riders. Well, finally made it over to, got the bike over to the Indian dealership in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So, I'll tell you, the one thing about the dealership is very friendly, very helpful so far with the deal. I told them what my concerns were with the tire. They looked at the tire, just a cursory look, and like a few of the fellows pointed out, not till you get the tire off of the bike and take the tire off of the rim and look inside the rim and see if there's any damage. Well, we know if anything punctured the tire. So here's what I'm going to do. If it turns out that the tire was punctured, even if it doesn't, you know, which doesn't tell us whether or not the Metzler was going to be a good tire. It doesn't tell me that. I'm not sure that I want to stay with Metzler, so I'm probably going to go ahead, since I'll have to pay for a tire anyway, go with the tires that I already have experience with and I'm very confident in. So that is what I'm going to do. If it turns out that it is a factory defect and Metzler is going to warranty the tire, I will stick with Metzler's for this iteration of tire usage and have them go ahead and replace it under warranty and ride out these Metzler's, and then when it comes time for a tire change, I will switch over to Michelin's. I don't think I'll be sticking with Metzler's, even if I end up staying with Metzler on this one based on a warranty replacement. So that's where I stand right now, and I will say something for my dealership is that extremely professional, very helpful. It's a family-owned business here in Albuquerque, and so far I'm happy with them. I'm unhappy that the tire went flat on me, but things happen. So kind of sad to see my Indian like this, especially a brand new one. But at least I have a couple other bikes I can ride. For now, I'll go ride that one today. That one is actually coming back to Albuquerque tomorrow because I have to replace the rear tire on that one. I'll probably have them just replace both tires, and it needs a service anyway. I haven't had it serviced in over a year because I lost confidence with the Harley dealership that was previously working on my Buell. It wasn't just the Buell that they got screwy with me. They kind of screwed up a couple of my other bikes, which is one reason I'll never be back at Harley Davidson. Two different dealerships in New Mexico, and they both messed up even my Harley Davidsons. And then I had a bad experience with Harley Davidson in Durango, Colorado, when my clutch cable broke on my Fat Boy. So 3 dealerships, 2 different states. I love the Harley Davidson. I think it's a quality product. I think the bikes are great bikes. But when the service department and the dealerships don't want to work with me, then there's an American alternative to them, and and there's Japanese and European bikes too. Like I said, I've always wanted a KTM, and I'll probably still end up getting a KTM eventually. So with that, I'm not sure if I'm going to take the interstate on the way home or take the long way back on the back of the Sandia Mountains, which adds about an extra hour on my ride. But today I'm not much in a riding mood, so either way it might be kind of crappy. And with that, I hope you all are having great luck and a lot of fun on your FTRs, the 19s and the 22s. And I'll let you guys know when we find out about the tire, whether or not it was a factory defect or if it was something that I ran over and it got into the tire probably when I was exiting Santa Fe at a slower speed, and the heating up on the interstate for the 15 or 20 miles that I was riding on it is what caused the tire separation. We won't know that until tomorrow when they put the bike in the rack, take the tire off. So if I find out tomorrow, I'll go ahead and make another post. And with that, you guys have a good one. Keep the rubber side down. Espinosa out.